Hello everyone, welcome back to Bonsai Expression. I'm Christoph and today we're working on my lemons. Now, you might be thinking, Christoph, there's only two there. Last time we checked them out, there was three. Well, while we were getting ready for moving and we were backing two to the house, some of the trees were going missing. One of the lemons, unfortunately, was one of those trees. Had a couple of maples as well going missing. So yeah, a couple of opportunist people were making my way into the garden, well, making their way into the garden and taking some of my trees. Obviously, not my major, really nice trees, well, nicer trees, some of the pre-material stuff that we're all growing. Now that is unfortunate for myself and for you, the viewer, but we still have some lovely stuff still here. So today, we're gonna be working on these. And now if you remember, I had about 8 of these that I grew from seed. Lemon, I took home from work, brought it and I've planted, and these are what we're working with. So today I'm going to be checking out where we were up to. As you can see, they've put on quite a bit of growth and we do need to get them back into check. They are a little bit overgrown. So let's get working on these today. So I've got you sat on this crazy camera angle. I'm actually looking down at you. How mad's this? Anyway, first one I'm looking at is we're going to be working on this one. Now I've got you set on this crazy camera angle because I want to adjust and work your way on these trees. So you're going to see what I'm working on in a second and how I'm adjusting this camera angle. So I've got you on this one and I've got you set on this camera angle for a reason. I'll show you in just a second. This one is doing really nicely and I'm going to show you this camera angle because I want to get you just like this. I'm going to start by checking you out at the base and you can see, excuse me, you can see the base from this camera angle. It's really nice. So I've got you down low and I can adjust you. Oh, I can't get my words out today. Just like this. Look at that. So we'll start at the base. Now, considering the lemon is not very thick at the moment, in fact, that's my tool in relative to the base. But the tree itself is coming along quite nicely. Now I did let it grow quite tall in relative to the tree, just to let the growth produce and get a little bit thickness. And if I just show you, like I say, I've got you on this camera angle for this very purpose. Now you can see the rest of the tree and how it's starting to grow. It is in all the right proportions and in the right sections. Now if I just come in here, I've got just a little knob here. I'm just going to neaten up just because I can see that straight away. I'm just going to take that out. So for today, all I want to do is everything from the last video is still in the correct position. I've got my first branch here, albeit I would like to push some growth further back. I'm not sure we're going to get that because of the way it's grown. And then just coming up, we've got a nice branch going this way, just here. I've got this branch that comes out here, and then I hope you can see it. If we can see it better here, I've got a branch just coming off here, and then if I just move this leaf, I'm just going to come in and cut it off. It's just in the way. I've got this branch that comes up, and then I've got the leader that goes up here. Now this branch, because it's so strong and the way it grows, is now competing with the leader here. Now as I say, I've got you further down on this camera angle so you can see everything. So you can see now these two because of the camera angle. See? I'm just going to keep it there. So I'm going to relieve the growth and competing. I'm going to bring it down to here. If you've not got yourself a lemon tree, you've just got to get one just for the scent alone. Every time you cut on one of these, oh, it gives such a lovely citrus smell. So that's what we're doing. Cutting this off, just down here. So I've got it coming off, nice direction. Now the only issue is you can't really see it properly because there's so much leaves in the way. So I've got this big leaf on the interior here. So I'm just gonna pop this leaf just out, just to clean it up a little bit as well. And I've got these leaves as well that are growing inside, but for the time being I'm just going to let them grow and develop. if I swing you back round this way, you can't really see too much about how this is growing. The leaves do tend to grow in all different directions. I think it just needs pulling back as well. So it's growing, it's done a little twist, but I think it just needs pulling back. I'm just going to pull it back to here. Oh, because the wind's blowing this way at me as well. Every time I cut, I get that scent. Get yourself a lemon. In fact, get any sort of citrus tree. The scent of them is absolutely amazing. So every time I try and prune, I'm going to prune directional as well with the leaves. So we've just pruned this, but the inside, this branch is growing on the inside, so I'm just going to snip that off as well. So there you go, I've snipped just on this side here. That's gone. So let me bring you in a little bit closer, so you can see just there. This one has just gone. Now we've got this nice strong leader. I'm just going to come and bring that back a little bit as well. Just going to bring it back to, I think, just here. Nothing too major. So I've just took just to here. Nothing too dramatic. That's not a word either. What is wrong with me today? I want to keep going. Yeah, it's not too dramatic. Making my own words up. So it's not too dramatic. Oh man. I think the word you're looking for is dramatic. It's not too dramatic. Right. Little trims here and there. It's all corrective. Get rid of that leaf. Okay. I'm just going to change the camera angle and I'm going to bring you in just so I can show you correct. I'm going to show you in properly just how close we are. After those little cuts, so the camera angle we had you on was somewhere down here, so I'm going to bring you in closer now. Nice little proper view. The main part of the trunk's there. You've got your first branch, as I say, and as I was giving you that little spin, you've got the second branch just here on the left, and as I come up you can see the small tiny little branch just here. So if I get you in just closer, zoom in, there you go, and then you've got a proper branch just here, and as I spin it round you've got it splitting off, and as I say, that split there, if I come out again, that split then turns now, they were competing, which is this branch here and this branch just here, they were competing as two leaders, so now it's coming across and it's developed into a branch. We've pulled it back to here and now we've cut back, so it's not growing up too high. So we've got the established shape of the tree. And hopefully it'll backbud a little bit, but now we can put on a little bit more growth. So that's our first lemon. And the front, as we sit on it, is just here. We get you just there. So these leaves just here probably obstruct the view a little bit, and this one here, but it's all looking good. This one should probably be reduced probably a little bit further back, but for the time being I would like again, with the really bad English, I'd like to develop some leaves down here, bring it down here, and then this one again, probably would like to develop some more leaves back here. Overall you can see the structure an awful lot better from the back, so there you go. that's the first one. Now this one looks better than the second one, I think. It just needs fattening up. This is the second tree. Now this tree is the one that grew a lemon last year. I think it's either when I was working on it or just after I worked on it and knocked the lemon off. And let me show you, because this one is currently growing lemons as well at the top. Now unfortunately, at least unfortunately for the tree, we're going to be losing them today because I'm going to be cutting this one back. The tree is now putting all the energy into those lemons, and I don't want that to be the case. I would like it to be more compact. This one, I want it all nice, compact and lower down. So today I'm just going to be bringing everything further in. I don't want any more leggy growth. I've let the leggy growth happen because I wanted to try and get some more fruit on it. Now the fruit is happening, but it's happened too late on in the season. Today is all about chopping it. So first things first, I'm going to start by taking this long branch out and taking those off, which I feel is a shame, but it's got to be done. And again, the wind's blowing in my direction and I can smell the absolute deliciousness. I love these trees, they're absolutely delicious. The flavour, the smell. So first branch goes off nicely over here now. Secondly, we make a decision over here. Do I want to continue with this flow, or do I let it go upwards? Well, I don't really want another branch going in this direction, so I'm going to take this one out and open it up. So we do have a nice wide stance. I'm going to go back, put this one here. Hopefully we can get some more over here growth, and then I'm just going to come back and cut that there. Now I know it does look like the tree is completely naked again, but the idea is we want to fill in this gap, keep it compact and develop the tree over this way. I don't want it growing upwards, I want it growing around. I'd like the tree to grow in this sort of area. So unfortunately, that is what we're left with this one. And let me show you as well. If we go about just there, I did mention that we do have a split just here on both sides. So let me close that. And there, you can see, let me take that out of the way. So they are caused by, because you've got like what looks like legs. Now that is caused because of the, let me move this, put it back there so I don't lose it. Okay, so this and this looks like legs because they are basically roots. So they split off either direction like this, and now they're slowly fusing back together. So they are basically two big roots, and I'd like them to fuse together, and then that will cause swelling, and it will obviously cause the tree to become bigger quicker. It's the only way to do it really, and then otherwise I could fill it up here and hopefully get the roots there, but obviously the roots are just going to merge together, fuse together, and all the roots are at the bottom rather than at the top. So the roots are already at the bottom, so I may as well start with the root development down there, hope that fuses, which it's doing. Otherwise I'm going to start it up here or aerate it to get my radial root base, but it's already down there, so I just decided to continue with fusing that and then start my radial root base at the bottom. That was the idea, and it's doing nicely, as you can see. So another couple of years, that'll fuse, swell out, I'll have a nice radial base, and then I'm just developing my roots at the bottom. You can see as well on this one where the two different lemon varieties have been fused together. You can see the different colour all the way around the tree. It's got a bit of a swelling, but nothing too dramatic, and hopefully over time that won't swell too much, but the tree itself will swell up around the bottom here, fill out, and it'll look like a natural tree all the way up, except it'll be slightly different colour, and you won't even tell it's two trees. So that's my 2 lemons. That's the 2 lemons now all trimmed back. Really happy the way this one's going. Everything's in the right place. I would like some more leaves just back budding along these sections here and here. I mean, other than that, everything's coming along really nicely. This branch here as well has been cut back. It's now not competing with the main leader here. So this one's doing really well also. Could just do with it thickening up a little bit, but other than that, it's coming along nicely. Now, lemons don't tend to, thicken up really fast. They are pretty slow growers. They do tend to put a lot of thorns on as well when they mature. So luckily for me, I didn't have any thorns to deal with this year, and I didn't get hurt, which is always a good thing. This little one, it keeps wanting to just go up rather than out and round, so I have to keep watching out for that. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to just keep trimming back on this one. It is a little bare at the moment, but that is to be expected. It just wants to go up, so I'm just, as I say, just going to keep trimming this back. I'm going to force it to grow outwards rather than upwards. These trees, as I say, want to produce fruit, but I need to stop that and let it put all its energy into putting some leaves on and some growth on. As soon as I see it flowering, I'm just going to cut all them flowers off this year, let it produce all its energy into getting some growth on it. Anyway, if you like this one and you do like a bit of lemon citrus fruit, please do give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you now.